Are you ready?
Okay, AD, just looking ahead to Saturday's game against Halifax, and obviously some people say it doesn't matter too much for Forest being, you know you're going to be in the playoffs, but how important is it in your eyes?
Oh, it's really important. We said before it's all about momentum and obviously and getting the 3 points. We need the 3 points, but we're in a good position. We're in a very good position. That's because we've had a very good season, obviously. Where Saturday will be resting players and giving other lads 90 minutes. So we're in a good position to do that. But like everything else, Rob, I need to win the game, and we all need to win the game. And hopefully we'll finish second place, which would be fantastic.
Yeah, and will you be playing two very different teams, do you feel, on Saturday and against Dover?
Yeah, most probably, yes, I will. And because we've had such a good season, we're in this position. Last season, totally different. We played Dover at home, obviously not knowing if we were going to be in the playoffs, so we couldn't rest people and couldn't chop and change it. But we've done it last Saturday against Woking. We rested 2 or 3 players. And we're going to do it obviously this Saturday and next Saturday also.
Yeah, so all the senior players will get a chance in the next 2 games.
Everybody will get a chance, because I want to go into the playoffs where everybody's had 90 minutes or more really, because we've done it in the last 3 games. Everybody. So when we come to the playoffs, because you never know in the playoffs, people could turn up with it being ill, with cold. Lack of form or suspensions. You just don't know what's going to happen. That's why, and when we come into those playoff games, everybody be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, and what do the players need to do to stake their claim for a place in the side in the playoffs? Just
do what they've been doing all season, and that's every single one of the squad. Give it their all, which they have done every single week, every single month, and that's what they do. They've got to keep playing like they've been playing all season, and make it very difficult for me.
Yeah, obviously Halifax, the last team that you beat by more than 1 goal. So I suppose that shows how difficult it's been recently to kill games off. Yeah,
it's been very difficult. We know we need to score goals. It's even more important. We need to score more goals than the opposition, obviously, and that's football. We know that. But I've just been really pleased, especially the first half last week. I was very pleased with the performance, especially when we got the ball forward in good areas. But it wasn't just lumping the ball forward. It was good decent passing. And that was the biggest difference, and we created chances with people in the box as well. We know we've got to be a little bit more ruthless in front of goal, but then on the flip side of that, obviously disappointing the 2 goals we conceded, but that happened and we just moved on.
Yeah, because if you go back to the Halifax game, I remember you got 2 goals quite early on, but you didn't sort of stop there. You looked hungry for more goals. So obviously that wasn't necessarily the case against Woking last week. Is that something you've spoken about?
All we can do is, Rob, every game, especially at half time, at the Barrow game, Bromley game, Woking game last week, we've gone in there, we don't say to them just defend, we can't do that. I want to get more goals, but as soon as we tell them, as soon as those lads go over the white line in the second half, then obviously the ball, it's in their hands. So it didn't happen last week, second half, but I was very pleased with what happened in the first half.
And how confident are you that you can sort of turn your form around?
I think our form's turned. I think it really is. I think it's turned, and especially from last week's performance. It's nice that we're talking that we missed a lot of chances, than saying after a game that we didn't create enough chances. So I'm more than happy with that.
Yeah, and what's the latest on the sort of injuries? Obviously, a couple of players missed out last week. John Parker and Dale Bennett, were they coming?
Yeah, all fine. Yeah, they're all fine. They all come through okay. Sinks, Rob Sinclair, he won't be ready for Saturday, but he said just had a little run out now, obviously Thursday he's run out now and come through okay, so we look forward to that against the Dover game, see what he's like next week, and it's great to see Johnny out there, Johnny Max, he's got his gloves on as well, so he's buzzing at the moment, and but other than that, touch wood and everything else, everyone's fine.
Alright, brilliant, thanks Eddie.
You're welcome, thank you.